All our times have come here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind or the sun or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Valentine is done here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and Juliet, women every day. And Juliet, and women every day, like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la. La 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 la. Love of two is one. Here, but now they're gone. Came the last night of sadness, and it was clear that you couldn't go on. And the door was open and the wind appeared. The candles blew, then disappeared. The curtains flew, then he appeared. Don't be afraid. Come on, baby. She had no fear. She answered him, then they started to fly. They looked backwards and said goodbye. She had become like they are. She had taken his hand. She had become like they are. Come on, baby. baby. She hands to him when he starts to fly. They look back, nothing so shy. She had become like they are. She had become like they are. Come on, baby, can't feel we bird able to fly. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Good evening, my beautiful crime family. I hope everybody's having a great night. And I got to say hi to my crime. There's a lot to talk about. There's been a lot out there. And I'm finding things, I'm thinking of things. And, you know, you go watch all these videos and they put spark in you because you think of something else. You know, you just kind of add to it because they have their ideas and they're talking and you just kind of like, wow, this, that, you know. And so that's what I've been doing. And welcome to Mad Mod Monday. If I can even say it. Yeah, I'm going to get some mods up here. Hello, Cryptic Conversions. Good to see you. Mark and Betty, good to see you. Social Glow, good to see you. Joe P, good to see you. Paco, good to see you. Thomas, my brother, good to see you. Dana Puffin Stuff, good to see you. Mark and Betty, good to see you. Grant Clarkson, good to see you. Crime Spy, good to see you. And Thomas, my brother, good to see you. Debbie Gazzardo, my girl, good to see you. Latina, my girl, good to see you. Randy Fur, my brother, good to see you. And yeah, it keeps going up. Debbie Acklin, good to see you, my girl. And Mark G, good to see you. Joey, good to see you, brother. Yeah, and there's a lot of people in here. So yeah, Snow Leopard, good to see you. And to everybody out there chatting and to the non-chatters, hope you're having a great evening. And who are we getting up here tonight? Who's going to jump up here with me? Randy, you coming up? Who's on my mods in here? And Debbie Gazzardo, you got it. Oh, there's Moonflower. Moonflower, you going to jump up here? I'm going to put out the link here in a second. And there's the link right there. For any of my mods, it's Mod Monday. So we want to get some mods up here. Yep, I am, Joey. I'm playing part of it. It's listed in the description. Yeah, there's a few, and I'm even gonna go to Ombre. Yep. Okay, Moonflower. Good. And Randy, good. And here's Mr. Randy Fur. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing very good. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you well. Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's actually kind of quiet here today, and I knew mod night was coming up. I told the wife she's out teaching dance, so I'm by myself, the 4 crazy dogs, and I thought if you asked, I'd jump up. I wasn't going to, force myself or anything. But thank you.
No, there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, and here's Moonflower Laza. Hey, Moonflower, my girl, how you doing? Moonflower,
hold on.
Just you doing well? Are you here?
Yes, just a minute.
Okay.
She's buckling her seatbelt.
Yeah.
I'm getting my avatar. Oh, hell, why not? I'll give them a picture of what I look like.
Oh,
not
avatar.
A very good one.
There you go.
Huh?
Yeah.
I got
The
so many.
Avatar? Yeah.
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 Oh, it's terrible, terrible.
Yeah, I got a few of them. I got a few of them too. I'm going to look at Jay Ombre today too.
Are
He
we
had one that,
really?
yes, he put one out 2 days ago that I'm interested in looking at and talking about because it sparked some stuff in me.
Oh well, I can't
Hey,
get it to
hey,
work.
Sam. Can't get it to work? Okay.
No, I'll just let me get my my avatar and I'll put that up. Well, here's one of me. It's not a good one, but it'll work. Maybe they'll take that one.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a certain size and all that crap.
There. It says it's gonna take that picture.
Yep, it
Well,
took
I'll
it.
be darned.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go. All right.
So
Good.
am I there?
Nice. Yep,
Yep.
you're here.
All righty. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Okay, yeah, so
Hi, Randy. Hi,
yeah, we got
Kat.
some
I'm in
chatters
Blair.
out there. Yeah. Yeah, they're going at it. That's a good thing. But yeah, I wanted to look at this Jay Ombre thing, and he read these documents and did his explaining, and yeah, that's what I want to do to start off here anyway. And let's do it to it, huh? And let's
Okey-dokey.
see. Here we go. And yeah, so I think I got it right there.
First, we have this order from the judge extending the deadlines to file motions in limine and reset.
No, Ombre and I don't see eye to eye on some stuff, but he does. I mean, the guy works hard, man, and he really does do a really good job. And
Some of his stuff is
yeah, he's a hard
interesting.
worker. Very interesting. Yes, very interesting.
Hi,
And,
Jackie Bushable.
yeah, he's, hey, Jackie. And yeah, anyway, yeah, he works hard.
Now, the defense and the prosecution both filed extensions for their deadlines for the motions in limine, and they stipulated to each other for the extension. And in their motion, they put up suggested dates. And you can see that the judge has ordered it based on their recommendation, which is interesting. This judge doesn't seem like he'll be too apt to change his original scheduling order. However, since both of the parties agreed to the extensions and they don't appear to affect the trial date, then he ordered that that it was okay. And you can see the court having before it the stipulated motion to extend deadline to file motions in limine. We'll talk about motions in limine here in just a second. And good cause appearing now, therefore it's hereby ordered that all motions in limine shall be filed no later than February 24th, 2025. All responses shall be filed no later than March 17th.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this limine thing.
And any replies should be filed no later than March 17th. So they want to file their motions in limine. They got to do it by the 24th, both parties, that's defense and prosecution. And then their responses better be in before the 17th because their replies are due the 17th. So I don't know if that's exactly, I'm going to have to look at their original stipulated motion and see if that's what they suggested. I would think that they wouldn't suggest the replies and the responses be due the same date, but maybe they did. But it is further ordered that the hearing date to all the motions in limine shall be rescheduled for April 9th, and if necessary, continue to April 10th. It is so ordered this 30th day of January 2025 by Judge Hippler. So we're going to have to do a couple of things. Number one, I need to really check their, I don't guess it's that important right now, but I need to check their original motion and see if they actually suggested these dates be the same. But also, we're going to have to adjust our our spreadsheet, because now we've got our hearing dates have changed and the deadline dates have changed for these things. And, we like to keep everything nice and tidy on things that are happening in this case. So we will adjust that and take a look at that here in just a minute. So that way, if you want it, you have it just like I do. But let's talk about the motions in limine and what that really means. Okay, a motion in limine is a pretrial motion that seeks the exclusion of specific evidence or arguments from being presented during a jury trial. So very important, it seeks the exclusion of specific evidence or arguments. So when they say exclusion, that means they can't bring it up. So this goes towards the prosecution and the defense. So if the defense right now,
that's going to be really interesting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, here, I'll let it keep going here.
They're trying to get motions suppressed and evidence suppressed, but in the motions in limine, they'll try to get it excluded, which is a similar way, either way, you don't bring it in at trial. But the main thing that they want to get excluded is the arguments from being presented during a trial. Now, this is huge. So a motion in limine is decided by the judge outside the presence of the jury. The purpose of a motion in limine is to address potentially prejudicial, irrelevant, or inadmissible information that could unduly influence a jury or hinder the fair administration of justice. So by filing a motion in limine, attorneys aim to prevent the opposing side from presenting evidence that could be highly emotional or legally problematic, thus avoiding any potential prejudice that could arise. Motions in limine are particularly valuable in cases where the mention of certain facts or information could taint the proceedings, and where the potential harm caused by their introduction might be irreparable. Motions in limine are often used to limit or exclude expert testimony under the Daubert standard. Such motions regarding expert witnesses are usually filed after the close of discovery, which, according to the record now, we are past the close of discovery, even though there's many motions to compel that the judge did not, actually order on. So I don't know how we're past the close of discovery, to be honest with you, but with a hearing on the motion in limine held prior to trial. So a couple of things I want to point out. Particularly valuable in cases where the mention of certain facts or information could taint the proceedings. So if you look at it from the prosecution's point of view, they would probably like to bring in Mr. Kohberger's prior drug use and potentially current drug use at the time of arrest, and the defense would want that excluded because it would taint the fair administration of justice and it would be prejudicial to the defense. On the other hand, the defense is absolutely going to want to present opposing what am I trying to say? They're going to absolutely want to present alternate suspects. All right, an alternate
Other
suspects.
It's just like me.
Yeah.
Duh.
I can assure you is related to the drugs surrounding this case. And they would also like to bring in, I'm sure, the other incidents that have happened there in town. The more that we learn about DM's actual statement, the more that first case that happened in Pullman.
She's the one telling the truth. In my opinion, you know what I mean? I think it's the police that took her.
That lied.
Yeah. And I think that's definitely going to be brought up.
That they were trying to pin on Kohberger, who didn't even live there. But now it becomes even more relevant because she said the guy was short. Now we get DM's real statement, and she's claiming the guy.
So I wonder in this limine if shit, what was I going to say? I just went there. There's going to be a lot of stuff brought up in that limine, and I'm wondering about other suspects.
Mhm.
If that's gonna be allowed. Um,
That's what he just said, that's what the prosecution will probably want to keep out. So they'll put in
right.
a motion in limine to not allow any other possible suspects to be brought up.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be. There's going to be. You know what? This case. What is your opinion on it? There is a lot to go on this case. There really is. I don't know if they can get everything. I don't know. Get everything done because there's just so much to. There's so much to this case, and it's so complicated.
Tommy, in my opinion, it's complicated because they've lied so much. Half the people don't know what the other people said, and they say something different, and then that creates a problem. And we had the prosecuting attorney the other day saying there are 3 cell towers in Moscow.
There's 3 what?
Cell towers in Moscow, and there's only 2. But they don't pay any attention to what. It's nuts. I'm
3.
just saying.
2,
That's
3.
why.
Who's counting?
That's why it's so nuts. Because
right. Because of the lies.
You can't make sense out of lies. Nope.
Right.
Did you see the video where Xana's cousin, was it? Somebody admitted that Xana was killed first. Oh,
Yep. And I think we're going to be going over that. We're going to be going over that.
Yeah.
I didn't see the video on it. But
not today.
Yeah. I got that video lined up, I think, for in a little bit.
Oh, good. Well, let's keep going then.
Yeah, I didn't mean to give it away. Sorry.
That's all right.
No, that's good.
5'8" and skinny. Well, that almost mirrors that little weirdo that was breaking into the girls' apartments in Pullman now.
Right.
So I'm sure the defense would like to bring all that in, and the prosecution's going to want to try to get it where they can't bring it in. And that's why the motions in limine are going to be now that we're past the motions to suppress, depending on what the judge rules, the motions in limine are the next critical point in this case. And we've got the new dates for everything, so I'll put them in the spreadsheet and show them to you before we're done with this video. But here's something that I think is very important. And I did a video on this a while back, and I was talking about the Daubert and Fry standard, because that's the standard that most states actually follow. It's called Daubert-Fry, and it's related to the testimony of expert witnesses. Now, I mentioned that in Idaho, they actually don't use the Daubert-Fry standard. And I did have somebody, in my comments that, they disagreed with me and said that Idaho does. So I did, based on that statement, do more research. And I think I am correct based on what I'd found. Oh, but this is another point that I wanted to make. And this is why this is going to be so crucial. But this is an excerpt from the Delphi case. Prosecutor Nick McClellan filed a motion in limine asking the court to bar the defense from mentioning the alternative murder theory or other potential third-party perpetrators during the proceedings. The judge ruled in his favor. So,
that's not good.
What? He ruled in his favor.
He ruled in his favor.
Is he talking about a different case?
Yeah, he's talking about a different Delphi case. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it hasn't been ruled on this case, but he's looking at another case. I mean, so what was ruled? You know what I'm saying?
Different case, different judge for now.
You're right.
It could influence his decision in the future.
It could influence. It could. Yes. Oh, yep. You're right. So that and what about the expert witnesses? That's another thing too.
Yeah. I'm still hoping it'll.
And only what was it? Only me too. Wasn't it like out of 25 expert witnesses or something for the prosecution? Only 5
Gave a report.
did their gave a report.
Yep,
So
that is a
they
fact.
got to exclude at least those 15. you know,
Yeah,
and
they
it's
have
going to
no
be
idea what
interesting.
they're going to say.
Right, it's going to be interesting in court and trial about that.
Hmm.
It's going to be one of the interesting things.
The judge did make it pretty clear, though, that if they try to bring up anything that they didn't disclose to the, if they try to pull a fast one, it's not going to fly, is what the judge
Right,
said. He
right,
said
right.
he was not going to allow anything in that hadn't been disclosed to the defense.
Right, and that probably will go both ways, I would suspect.
Yeah, right. I'm sure.
The Delphi trial, they couldn't bring up the FBI's report on the Odinist angle, but they also couldn't bring up the fact that freaking Ron Logan confessed to a guy in jail and gave information that was very pertinent to the case in his confession, and he happens to pretty much be the bridge guy. So, and you got to give some massive kudos to True Crime Design and Drip Drop, because they've been saying that Ron Logan was the bridge guy for years now. And when you look at Ron Logan and the clothes he's wearing in the video of the bridge guy, you can clearly see Ron Logan was bridge guy. No wonder none of the witnesses in the trial could identify Richard Allen as bridge guy, which is beyond me how they can testify. Witnesses can testify to a bridge guy with the defendant sitting there in front of them, but they can't testify that the defendant is bridge guy. I mean, that was just insane to me. But that's an example of what could happen in the motions in limine. Now, as far as Daubert Fry, Idaho does not use the Daubert or Fry standards for expert witness testimony. Instead, Idaho uses Rule 702 of its Rules of Evidence. And again, this relates strictly to expert testimony. However, Idaho courts have used some of the Daubert standards to assess the scientific validity of expert opinions. The Daubert standard, case law used to assess the reliability and relevance of expert witnesses' testimony before it is presented to a jury under FRE 702. It has been adopted by many states in addition to being used at the federal level, but Idaho has declined to explicitly adopt Daubert, though it still applies some of the factors. January 16, 2024. So as of January 16, 2024, then no, they still do not hold Daubert or Fry as the law of the land. Instead, they use Idaho Rules of Evidence 702, testimony by expert witnesses. And this is important because, the defense and the prosecution have both just presented their expert lists with their expert testimony. And we heard the judge in the hearing the other day really hammer the prosecution to be overly disclosing their expert testimony. Yeah. But you can see that a witness who is qualified.
So this Daubert thing, wondering about their expert witnesses, but also what about they have to look at, don't you think they have to look at Jack Showalter?
Well, I would think so, but look who his family is.
Yeah. But I mean,
you can't tell me that doesn't make a difference.
I mean, is he going to be allowed to be brought up in court? I mean, he was at the grub truck. He acted weird. Yeah. He said, "What did you tell?" I mean, that whole thing that should be he should be allowed to be looked at, and that stuff.
Yep.
I hope that stuff is allowed. I mean, I really, I don't know what this judge is going to do.
It's kind of odd how the people that are closest to this case are tied with high ties to government and or the university. There's Dylan Mortensen, her uncle, I think, is ASA for Idaho, a U.S.
Yeah.
Idaho U.S. Attorney, and then Showalter's uncle again. I think it's his uncle is he's in the Attorney General's office for the state of Idaho.
Wah, wah.
Mm.
Well,
Look,
I think that has a
Look,
lot to do
yeah,
with
I know, but still,
why they're getting
I,
away with stuff.
I think no. I think they've been looked at. I think I
Yeah.
don't know. Stuff's got to come up in trial. You're trying to
Well,
tell me
that's what
that
I'm. You
you're
know,
not
that's
going
what
to
I'm
bring
wondering.
somebody like that up, stick his ass on the stand, and say, "Look, question, question, question." You
Mhm.
know.
Oh yeah, are they going to allow that?
Well, we
That's what
can
I'm
hope
wondering.
so. I'm hoping. Well, I should hope so.
You know, you would think that he would have to. I mean, that the defense would definitely want him to get him on the stand because
Yeah.
they're going to want to
Well,
know about
yeah.
the grub chuck and all that stuff.
And
Yeah.
So
Would you
it's
want
going to
by
be
that?
that's
what
going to
did
be
Maddie
interesting.
tell Adam? I want to know what
Yeah,
did
all
Maddie
that
tell
stuff. And
Adam.
where did Jack go when he took off? Right after the girls took off, and then he took off real fast.
They're going to put
Kinda.
Enan Horsch on the stand.
I wonder. Yeah, I
Or
don't
is
You know what I
know.
mean?
It
I mean,
might.
let's,
I
Maybe
doubt. I
let's
doubt.
go
You know,
beyond Bethany Funk and Dylan Mortensen, who both need
that'll
to
be
be
the big
on
one.
the
That'll.
stand.
Those are going to
Yeah.
be big ones.
But there's
Yeah.
other people, that could be put on the stand to,
Yeah.
And
if nobody's proven anything, let's get some of these other people up here to say what they
Mhm.
know.
you're right. And then
Oh, I agree.
with DM, is she going to testify the way she interviewed
Well, she'd have to,
right
wouldn't she?
right
Because they
away
have.
when they interviewed her right away, and what
Don't they
she
have
had all said,
transcripts?
because it's different. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different than
but
what
if
the cops put down on the PCA.
Yeah, that's crazy.
if
Just
the
crazy.
defense has copies of transcript of those interviews, then she pretty much has to, or she goes to jail for perjury, doesn't she?
Right.
Yeah.
If they can prove that she lied, yeah.
Yeah.
They can prove that she lied, yeah. No doubt
Well,
about it.
if
And then
yeah.
Bethany, I don't know. Once it goes to the Frank's hearing, and it's already started. Frank's hearing's already started.
That's what I heard, that they had
Yeah,
already
Frank's
had
hearing.
the.
Well, they one piece of it. I'm sure
Okay.
there's more. But I'm just wondering what's all going to come out of that, and because I think she's going to try to get this dismissed.
Yeah, I posted in Discord today a thing that has Lowry testifying to the that map that he drew and all that stuff.
Yeah, I
And
saw
he's
that.
flat out lying. I mean, he's
Yep.
just
I saw that.
Who's that? Who's that?
Lowry. Lowry.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And who doesn't
Yeah,
save their work in a case like this?
that right. Strutter's right there. Strutter 614. Frank's hearing for the IGG has already begun. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it's.
Yeah.
That's what's.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, he's correct.
Well,
there.
if they win on that, then the whole thing's over, in my opinion, because that makes everything after the IgG
they wouldn't.
fruit of the
They wouldn't be
poisonous
able to,
tree.
exactly. The DNA wouldn't be able to be used,
Nope.
and that's their fucking case.
And they'd have to let him.
That's their whole case.
And they'd
Yeah.
have to let him go because he couldn't. The arrest, it would make the arrest warrant null and void,
Yeah.
and they'd
Right.
play hell getting another
Right. That's
PCA.
and I know us, and I bet you the whole family here agrees that that's what should happen.
Yes, I believe it 100% should happen.
Imagine
Right.
what would happen if that did happen. They say, look, this man should not be in jail. Boom, they take him out of jail. Where's he going? Back home?
Right. Well, that's what worries me
Right.
because they haven't proven anyone else did it.
Right.
And so he's going to have to live his life. He'd have to get his face redone. but he'll be suing so many people
Oh yeah, yeah.
that he could get a whole new face,
Right.
and
And write
change
a
his
book,
name and write a book and move away and
do a movie.
buy an island.
Yeah,
Right.
he will make some money off of this if he gets
Oh,
off, and
yeah, he will.
especially if he gets off because he's supposed to get off, not he
Yep.
got off because oops they screwed up, it touched DNA.
Yeah. I
Dumb.
hope it. I hope that he does get off legitimately, but
Right.
Yeah,
still,
me
in
too.
any way that he gets off, I'm going to be grateful because of that young man, I just do not believe he did this thing. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and I've tried, to, and I just don't buy it. I haven't seen a single thing that points to it.
Okay, we're gonna take a peek at Harsh here because he's been kind of on fire lately. This guy,
Yeah, he has,
and
and he's talking like we do.
right here, this one here.
He is kind of changing
Yes,
his
yeah, him and
ways.
I agree on almost everything.
Hmm.
The way he
Huh?
comes across now, it seems to be a little bit
What's that?
different than the way he comes across now is a little bit stronger than he was a little bit more laid
Yeah,
back, but now
I
he's
kind of
just
like
kind
it.
of like, look, here's the
Yeah,
fact, and he lines them up and he puts
Here's the
them in.
deal.
Yeah.
yeah. There
Right.
you go.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Then he'll say something like, "And if you don't like it, fuck off." He'll say something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the one about the ant. Okay.
Yeah, Aunt claims Xana was first. And I've been saying that for how long? It's not on Ether first. But there's something. Is it on this one now?
Well,
Let's see.
again, she could have been dreaming, and she had really bad memory, which we'll get back to that in an upcoming video. But so this person turns around, she says, "She's my niece," and they've told the family. So this person goes on to say, "Really,
And I
I'm so
believe this
sorry
is real.
about the loss of your niece. You and your family are in my prayers. Thank you for sharing, because I had never heard this before." So they believe he ran into Xana first when he broke into the home and then continued on to Maddie and Kaylee's room, to which Natalie replies, "Yes. Thanks for sharing, Natalie." So I looked into Natalie, and this would appear that the profile picture goes hand in hand with the profile picture on the account. Again, it could be that this has been forged, but I then looked into Natalie's friends, and she is indeed friends with a large proportion of the.
Yeah, she wouldn't be friends with all these people and all these criminals. You know what I'm saying?
But she's not. But she's
Yeah.
not
Nodal
friends
family who
with.
are on Xana's as well. Now she
With Xana, right?
I
But
still don't
No,
think
no,
they
no.
were
She's
killed
not
in the
neither here
friends.
house.
nor there.
She's not friends with this lady that just talked about this. No, wait. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Never mind. Let
Okay.
me think. Let me think.
All right.
hasn't got Xana
Okay.
on her friend list. Now, whether there is a specific reason for that to do with the case, I do not know. There is a potential for that. But like I say, the post looks legit, the person looks legit, and she is clearly claiming that, in fact, it was not Maddie and Kaylee who were attacked first, that it was Xana. Now, could it have been that Xana, because the DoorDash delivery was ordered, could that have potentially been why she was out of the room? And is this when the two coincided? Now, we don't know. But again, it kind of...
Again, you all know my thoughts on this. I do believe they were attacked in the street. I really
do
do.
too.
I think they were
100%.
attacked in the street.
Yeah.
makes sense as to potentially why Xana would have been attacked first. We've heard things recently about, and look, this is where you've now got to really understand why certain things are important. Because imagine Xana comes out of the room, she is attacked first. Subsequently, you have an issue with Ethan comes out, perhaps he hears the kerfuffle, whatever's going on, he tries to intervene. There was another post that was done that was put on Reddit that was seemingly in a look. This post was not
So yeah, here, read this right here. My company did the cleanup for it. I didn't see it personally, but my guys were in there. I did read the estimate though. Here's what I can tell you. Ethan and Zana fought for their fucking lives, and that was the largest biohazard job I've ever gotten. My estimator had to go in and do it by hand, room by room. We were not allowed to use our technology. No pictures, no whatever this means. Sketch something. He said he didn't sleep for 3 days. The guys all signed NDAs, and they were complete pros. P.S. Fuck the media vultures. They harassed me and my guys for months. It was awful. That's kind of interesting too.
Yeah, but I don't think the blood was there. The blood was
no,
you know,
and even if it was, you know, once that happened and they got him back into the house, they would have still been bleeding. They would have bled. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find out more.
Right where the bodies were.
Yeah, we'll find out more when if there was blood on the walls and stuff like that. But you know that could be spread pretty easily too by just whipping it. But we'll see what the splatter experts say on all that. It's going to be interesting to find out all this stuff.
Tommy, wouldn't it be pretty hard to fake the blood spatter? Like try to make
not if your hands are full of blood. You know that you know what I'm saying. If your hands are full of it, you could whip your hands towards the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but doesn't it like when an object hits another object or is stabbed? Isn't there a special way that it flicks onto the wall?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they would figure that out. I would think that they would figure out that it was. You would think that it was staged, and it's hard to say. But I think at least it started outside. I really do.
Yeah.
In the street.
Might not have killed them out there, but they started. They
started to, yeah. They might have ran into the house and they had people following them. You know what I'm saying? It could have been something like that.
Credibility, but it was supposedly from the people who cleaned the house up in the aftermath of this crime, and he had said that Xana and Ethan. And I found this interesting because he didn't say Kaylee and Maddie. He didn't make mention to them, but he had and we're going back over a year ago, okay? But he says Xana and Ethan rarely fought for their lives to the point where this was one of the most
No, that's Biohazard. And let me see what I got here. Because no, that's not what I do. But yeah, Harsh, he's been on fire lately. That guy. Okay, here we go. Just to show you what this means. A biohazard. Right here, a biological hazard or biohazard is a biological substance that poses a threat or is a hazard to the health of living organisms, primarily humans. This could include a sample of microorganism, virus, or toxin that can adversely affect human health. So they said that they used a lot of chemicals. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of chemicals, and I'm wondering if that isn't what they're talking about when they're talking about biological, biological stuff. Maybe it isn't. It isn't the BLOOD, but it's the chemicals.
The chemicals, yeah.
You know what
it could
the
be.
chemicals. Mm-hmm.
I see that.
And so they're not really saying anything about the BLOOD and how much BLOOD was there. No one has really said anything about that. You know,
Except the coroner. Didn't the coroner say something?
She
about
said there
blood?
was lots of blood,
But she's the only one, basically.
but she lied about everything, so I don't trust a word she says.
She's a lawyer.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, right. Okay, let me take a peek at what else I got here.
Never trust a
Yeah,
bad
this
lawyer.
is interesting too.
But the chemicals would mix, Tommy. The chemicals would mix with the blood, and then it would make that. Then they would become a biohazard, wouldn't they?
Yeah, yeah, the blood would be part of it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do I want to do here? Right, okay, right here. Okay, this is Huda. Huda had a great video here, and I'm just going to go right to what I want to show here, and that's this.
I still can't get over that Murphy was clean.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't even test him. They didn't even test him. They gave him right to Jack.
Mm-hmm. But they said he didn't have blood on him.
That's so stupid.
Well,
What's that?
I think blood on a dog like that, with that kind of fur and stuff would be pretty obvious. I think the dog was locked in a room.
I do too.
I think the dog was in Kaylee's room, locked in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to jump on the bed with, Maddie and Kaylee or whatever.
Right. Because wouldn't
just
that
makes
be
sense.
I think he was brought in the room. I think he was brought back to the room.
Yeah, that could be. But Randy, if he was left there with free reign, wouldn't he go and jump on the bed with Kaylee and Maddie?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. And if the dog was in there when this went down, that dog would be bloody too, And
Right.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it.
You'd hear probably a lot more barking.
Mm-hmm.
People would probably have heard a lot more barking because he's going to try to protect,
Kaylee.
And
right, and there really wasn't that a lot of barking, right?
No, more like I'm locked in a room.
That almost points to that he wasn't even there.
Right,
he might not even have been there.
There was barking for half an hour after 4:30, or after 4:17. Yeah,
I'm saying at 3:00 in the morning or so.
No.
From 2:30 to 3:00 in the morning.
Right. No.
That I don't think he was even there. I think they brought him back
I think after
the job was done.
Yeah.
And I think that's that video I showed last time, the last live, one of Bubbly's, the Bubbly's one where it shows that girl getting out at 6:30 in the morning. And with that same vehicle parked in the same spot it was that night at 4:23, comes back at 6:36 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And a gal gets out of the vehicle and she's holding a curly dog and it looks like Murphy. Then she heads towards 1122. And I always thought that it was DM that ran in that truck and jumped in the back of the truck. I don't think so anymore. I think it's somebody else, and I think I have a sneaky suspicion of who it is. And
sneak away. Who is it?
Well, somebody that we've talked about forever. And
Bethany?
No.
What's her name? The drug
dealer. EB. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because it shows. I tried to get back to it, and I couldn't get back to it. But I paused it once. That what Bubbly was showing there, and I caught where she held her head back, and she had long dark hair, and darker hair like EB, and she looked
Yeah.
like EB.
Because
So
she
that's
also, EB has a lot of wigs,
well, does she? Yeah, I don't
blonde
know.
ones. Well, I've seen pictures of her as a blonde, and I don't think she bleached her hair. I think she must have been a wig,
Right.
in my
Okay, here's
opinion. But
right.
That the
Trying
two
to get
roommates
to that.
were awake and texting during that time. So what?
So coming back to Ethan and Zano, this was the text on Facebook
There it is.
that was left by the mother
Oh,
of Ethan's friend. She said, "This is so hard to watch. Ethan texted my son at 2 a.m. and he's almost positive
I'm
he
trying.
was sitting at the Sigma Chi at that
I'll
time.
let her read it.
Based on what the text said, that wouldn't put them at the house until at least 2:10 to 2:15. My son
See, yeah. Are you reading that up there?
called the tip line and reported
Read this
this
up here.
days ago.
it's too small,
But
too
they are
tiny
still
to
saying
see.
that they think Ethan and Zana were at the house at 1:45. And she said, it's frustrating. Yes, it's frustrating. Because if somebody, her son, saw Ethan at 2:10,
Okay, her son, Ethan, texted her son at like 2:00 in the morning, and he said that he was pretty sure that they were at Sigma Chi still. So that matches my timeline, and wouldn't put them at the house until at least 2:10.
Yeah.
And that's the exact time I said. I said that that they got him between 2:20 and 2:30, and I've been saying that for over a
And
year.
that would be on his walk home.
Exactly.
When they, yeah.
Yep.
And then when they got him hurt bad enough to where they were just almost, gone, they took him and put him in that house. I believe.
You're right. That's what I think too.
he texted him and he said he was at the Sigma Chi. Why aren't they changing the timelines? I personally believe something happened to Ethan and Zana around 2 to 2:20 a.m. Like Ethan's mother
Just
said,
like you
2
said,
a.m.
Tommy. Well,
is the hardest time for us, for her family. What happened at 2 a.m.? Let's not forget, Ethan has a twin brother, a triplet called Hunter. I'm sure Hunter would have called his parents, no matter what timing it was.
No, this thing gets right in the way. This whole thing right here. I don't know why it does that.
it gets what, Tommy?
Well, it gets this thing right here where it says Ethan sent the text message. This thing, every time I stop the video, this comes up. This whole thing right here. And so I can't read what's underneath this.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it says Sigma Chi at that time. So he thinks it was at Sigma Chi at that time, based on what the based on the text.
Yeah.
That wouldn't put them at the house until at least 2:10. I don't know what the time is on that over there. My son called the tip. Oh, is it okay? Yeah, and that's exactly what I've been saying for the last way over a year. I've been saying that.
2 years, Tommy.
Yeah, it's probably 2 years.
You said that.
Yeah, from 2:20 to 2:30. That's when Ethan and Zana went down.
Yes.
And it said my son called the tip line and reported this days ago. Well, but they are still saying they think Ethan and Zana were at the house at 1:45. Frustrating.
Yeah.
I think that's very real too.
Yeah, they had their narrative, and that's what they were going by, come hell or high water, no matter who said what.
Right. Yeah. Let's see what else Huda's got to say about this.
You would call your parents to say that your brother's gone, that something's happening. Or if he didn't call his parents, I'm sure he spoke to them the next day. So I will go by the timeline of Stacy Trappin. Stacy
It said-
said that 2 a.m. is the hardest time.
This
for
is so
families.
hard to watch.
And
Ethan
then we
texted my
have the
son at
second
2
mother
a.m.
saying that her son got
And he's
a
almost
text
positive they
from
were at
Ethan.
Sigma Chi at the time. That's what it said
Obviously,
underneath
she's not
it.
going to mention her son's name, but it was a Sigma Chi fraternity boy. Was Ethan and Xana attacked at home or on their way maybe home?
There you go.
We heard a female yelling from the police body cam.
Now everybody
"Stop
else
it,
is starting
stop."
to come around to the way you think, Tommy.
And it sounded like
Yeah.
somebody
more-
really
The
wanted
more
someone to
facts
stop
come
doing
out,
what
the
they
more
were
it
doing.
makes sense.
Isn't it strange that stop
Yeah.
it, stop? That yelling came right after the last call to Jack D.
Yeah.
I
That's what
personally
Nick
have always
got.
said in my
So
channel,
the timeline, my timeline has been for like 2 years or whatever,
Mhm.
that between 2:20 and 2:30, Zana and Ethan were done, and then they went for the girls, and it might have been a little later for Zana. So Ethan went between 2:20 and 2:30, and Zana probably between 2:30 and 2:40 maybe. Then they were going to the house, and that's when they stopped. When they stopped calling Jack.
Yeah, but remember
what I'm saying?
at the grub truck, Tommy, when they were standing in a circle looking at their phones, yelling, "Xana,
Right.
Xana, no,
Zana, right?
And
right.
that was about what, 2:10, 2:15? I'd like to know what the
Something
time
like
was.
that.
Anybody
Yeah.
know the time on that in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know at the time.
Does anybody
I'm
in
not
chat
watching
know
chat
what
right now.
times they were calling out Xana's name at the grub truck that night? If you do know, pop it in the chat for us. Please, please, pretty please.
With cherries on top.
Oh, Tommy, I made some peanut butter fudge.
Hey, AR.
Oh, good.
How you doing, AR? Good to see
Oh,
you,
is
brother.
AR here?
Yep, he's here.
Hi, AR.
He's got a convict thoughts to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He does.
Right.
Hey, AR.
Picked up around 10:15 p.m. Yeah, see, Kaylee and Maddie, they might have they might have heard shit going on in the street and went out in the street too. You know what I mean? And then got chased back to the house. I mean,
Yep.
there could be
And that
many
could have been
different
that could have been the running up and down that
down the
what's-her-name
stairs.
heard.
Right.
That's what I came to mind right away. Yeah.
Right. You're right. But I think it started in the street. I'm pretty damn sure it did. It started in the street, and it carried over from Sigma Chi, and then it went in between Sigma Chi and the house, and then it probably ended at the house.
Yeah.
All right, question. I got a question here just to straighten me up, please. If anybody can, this fire hydrant where they found the coat.
Yes.
Right.
Is that on the trail up from the Sigma Chi up to the house? You know how there's pretty much like a straight line you can go.
Yeah. You know the
Or
one
was
where
it, or was it down like a block?
No, you know where the people are running? The four people are running?
Yeah.
It's right in front of the police car. And up about, say 20 feet. Isn't it, Tommy?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't understand. I still don't understand that. There's a quadruple MURDER,
Red rum?
And red rum, and they find a coat close, not far from the crime scene, and they just leave it there.
Leave it there. Just ignore it.
I'd like to know the date.
And it's
I'd
the
like to
one
know
that
the
she
date of
was
that.
wearing. And it was the one that
Right.
she was, it's
Right.
like, oh my God.
But did they actually take something out of the pocket? What?
Looks like
I don't know.
Like
it looks like it like that.
I've seen
but
people
it's so
saying
hard.
it was some sort of weapon. They pulled it out. They hit it. I
don't know about that.
I don't know. I didn't see anything, but it looked like they were looking in the pockets and looking, and stuff. So they very well could have.
Right. I got to get that logo.
But there was a tear on that coat, just like the one that Maddie was wearing. So the odds of there being two long black
Right.
coat
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a hair
that
by
was
the
her coat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Her
that
coat.
definitely. I think so.
No
too.
doubt. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Let's hear what else.
These are
Huda
two
has.
separate attacks.
I just love
Two
you guys.
separate motives, two separate timings.
Here you go. Exactly. You hear what she said?
I
What?
personally have always said in my channel, these are two separate attacks.
Yes.
Two separate motives.
Absolutely.
Yep.
two
Two
separate
separate
I've said
attacks.
that.
Two
I have,
separate
Tommy.
motives.
I've said
Yep.
that since the beginning,
Whether
haven't I?
at 1122 Kings Road, outside, inside,
Two entirely
Yep.
separate crimes.
Yep. We're.
the backside of the
Separate
house.
motives, separate
What I'm trying
killers.
to say is
Yep.
something happened to the students, the couple between 2 to 2:15. Whether it's a rumor, whether it's a fact that there was a fight
Yes.
If
at
you
Go
can blow
tell
it
me,
up,
Buddha.
fraternity,
Just blow up right here and you can read that.
and it involved Ethan, that would clearly make sense of what happened. The 4chan makes sense because they had 3 targets: Xana, Ethan, and Maddie.
And Maddie.
It meant that Kaylee was collateral damage, but I don't think so. Kaylee had a
I don't
stalker,
think so either.
whether it was an ex or
Yep.
somebody else.
No. She was the main target of the second
Kaylee and
motive
Maddie,
there. Yep.
I believe, were attacked later. I've always said that.
No, they were the first.
I believe they were.
Yeah. Anyways, she put out, this is pretty good right here. This what she found here. For those of you that can blow it up and read that, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Cool.
Good video by Huda.
Yes, I watched that one
Okay.
yesterday.
I missed that one. That was the first time.
It was
for me.
it was either today or yesterday I watched it.
Oh, okay. Good
So far I've
stuff.
seen all the ones he's showing, so that's cool.
All right. You're saying I'm behind?
Right?
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Never, never.
I was
Randy.
rock and rolling.
Never,
I'm
never.
sorry. I didn't get that one. I decided to rock and roll those couple minutes.
That's just neat. We're all old rock and rollers, all 3 of us. I even tried my hand at
Right.
singing for a while. The jazz trio.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Went up the coast of California from Big Bear Mountain, the lodge there,
Did
all
you
the way up to
play something, or you
Juneau,
were a
Alaska.
singer?
I just sang.
Just saying. She's a singer, Tommy.
Sang the blues.
Nice.
Oh,
Sang the blues. Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
You see my thing, that Bridge Street, that's my that was my band. This was the Pennsylvania
Right,
musician cover
Mhm.
that we were on, which is a very big central Pennsylvania musician magazine.
Yeah,
And,
cool.
we got on the cover. That was pretty
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
Did a
Well,
story about us.
Yeah. Cool.
And no, that's not me, the ball-headed one. That's
What is that big fancy hotel in Seattle that has like a skylight lounge, and it's not the Space Needle. Starts with an S, I think.
Space Needle? Oh,
No, Rid Path. The Rid Path Hotel. We did time at the Rid Path, and we played there, and we played Big Bear Mountain, the lodge there, and then went to Alaska and did the Hilton for 6 weeks in Juneau.
nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Was
nice.
a three piece?
Yeah,
Well, what were the other 2 pieces? You were singing. and
he played Skip O'Donnell. Was his name, and he played the organ and
Ooh, cool.
kicked bass with his foot, and then we had a drummer.
Wow. A drummer and a keyboard player.
Yeah, and
Just
me.
like me and my wife. That's exactly what we got. I'm the drummer, she's the keyboard player, and I'll tell you, we made a lot of money
Yeah.
Right.
playing with bands. But we never did.
Right.
We never did jazz. But that's cool, Moonflower. That's a nice.
Yeah.
I played with
fun.
there was one drummer. He's really good. and
He was all right.
Laddie, he went to college for music, Northwestern, and when he got back, when he came back, it was like he couldn't jam. He was all so trained, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He couldn't
I
just
had
get
a
up
hard-
there and jam.
I had a hard time with that too, Tommy, because I was choir trained. I was a descant soprano and choir training my voice to just sing was really
Right.
difficult. Or
Right.
untrain myself, I should say. And I wanted to say before we go any further, I had a thought. When I went to Alaska at the Hilton, the band went back south and I stayed because the guy that was the bass or the organist was a Scientologist, and he and I had been together for a while, and I just wasn't buying it anymore. And so they went south and I stayed in Alaska, and I worked as a lithographic photographer because that's what I did in the real world to earn money, steady money.
Right. Right.
And they have halftone sheets back then. So when I got a picture to put in the newspaper, I worked for the Edmund Sun and Booster in Oklahoma. And when we'd size the pictures, you'd lay the halftone sheet over the top of the negative, so that when it burned the picture onto the negative, it would hold the spots in place, and it would keep it, focused. Why can't they do that or something like that for those pictures that are that need to be blown up? Make a still and then have a lithographic photographer take it into the dark room and make a halftone of it, and they could find out who some of these people are.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's been done.
I don't know. It occurred to me that could be done, but the camera, for me to do it, I'd have to have the equipment, and that's well over $1 million worth of equipment in
Oh,
dark.
I got that.
Right.
I got that.
In a dark room.
Randy's got that stored
Right.
away.
Yeah,
But
see that band right there? We made $1 million.
But yeah,
It's right next to the PA in the storage room.
Tommy, any decent lithographic photographer could do it. Just because I was a black and white halftone specialist doesn't mean that just any lithographic photographer that's worked with photographs could do that. And then they'd know who killed people and who was there and witnessed it and which cops were on the take. I mean, it would be hard.
Question.
Right.
Yes.
Say the word that starts with an L that you said you're this kind of photographer.
Lithographic?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I'm lost from there.
Yeah. I
Lithographic
like
photography. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I can go with photography. Lithographic.
Lithographic
ears
photography is when you take a picture. Like I took my husband's mug shot and turned it into a poster.
Right.
Okay.
Sweet and salty. That's one of the reasons I stopped doing it.
What's that?
Sweet and salty says, seems like when Tommy stopped doing reflections, boogeymen appeared.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I couldn't. Reflections didn't work for me. I got to be honest. I'm sorry. I tried so hard.
Well, I saw a few
I couldn't
things.
see shit.
No, I see a lot
I
of
couldn't
stuff.
see a lot of it, but I saw a few things that I'll never unsee.
I'll tell you what, it's created some of the theories I have.
Yeah.
Because I did see things, and I did hear, and hearing audio too is a big thing there. Yeah, that go with them. Exactly.
I love you,
and the
Tommy.
timing. I love you too, girl.
Yes. I'm sorry. I want to see what you're saying.
Some people just,
Right.
I had a hard time. I had to train my eyes. Yeah.
Right.
But this one picture I saw was Ethan, and he was laying it at the feet of those guys that were getting arrested in the in that band field. And I don't know if
Right.
that was shot
check it
over
out.
it
Check
or
out what Huda. Check out what Huda's saying to you. Moonflower Laza. They were yelling Xana. They were yelling Xana and Ethan's name around 210 and 220. So
210 and 220. There you go, Tommy.
that matches my timeline.
Exactly.
Just my damn timeline. Exactly,
And I
Deborah.
saw
Yeah.
Ethan in his face, and he was gone. You know, he was,
I mean, yeah.
or he had to
Right.
be, or near to, or it was just, oh, it was sad.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. Never forget it. And I saw it as clear as day. But then I tried to see it again, going back and forth, and I couldn't see it again. But I saw it once, and that's all I needed to see it.
Right.
You couldn't see it again? Wow.
Yeah, because it was in the video, and I saw it,
Paul,
and then I
Paul,
tried
see
to
that's
pull it back because I wanted to get a still of it so I could blow it up,
Right.
and I couldn't get it again. You have to catch them right, like in between a
Right.
certain way, and then the you can see it, and then it's gone. So a lot of the things that we saw were like passing, you know, and then there were the
Right.
ones that were just blatant with those white body bags laying on the ground and people kneeling down beside them, you know, just stuff like that.
Paul,
Let me tell you, Tommy,
yeah.
And I
Xana's,
don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Randy.
well, I just saw this because we talked about it earlier.
Mhm.
Paul C. says Tommy Jude, Xana's name
Yeah.
shouted
Shouted
at
at
1:59.
1:59 a.m.
1:59.
Grub Talk. Does that match your timeline? It
Yes.
does in one way, Paul, and that's and where it would is because the fight started at Sigma Chi,
Mhm.
and they could have been hollering Xana at Sigma Chi,
Right.
and that's why you heard everybody going Xana. And
Well,
because I
some of
think
them are going, no,
the stuff,
no,
the shit,
Xana,
you're
no.
right. The shit started at Sigma Chi. Okay, what I'm saying is that between 220 and 230 is when they were actually taken out. That's when it happened.
Mhm.
But at 2:00, that makes it so right around 2:00 is when that fight started
That's just creepy. That's just creepy.
at Sigma Chi.
Mhm.
So that would match my timeline. Yes, fight
And
starting at
it
around
would
2:00
match.
at Sigma Chi.
What about the $6 charges to that PayPal thing that they were using
Right.
Right.
that Jack K and the others all used? Started around about there.
Right.
Somebody's getting me
Right.
drunk. Oh, sorry.
Who was saying it was 2 to 220? Yeah, 2 to 220.
2 to
Yeah,
220.
right at 159 to 220. Yeah,
But that's what
yeah. See
that's
that
what we
matches
said all
exactly my
along, Tommy.
timeline.
Yeah, and mine
Yep,
goes
I've
on
said that all
230
along.
to 230. Yeah.
And I was the first one to come up with that time, that
Yes,
220
you
to
were.
230.
You absolutely were. Absolutely.
Yep.
What time's the DoorDash driver?
Because I was there, Tommy.
Yeah,
I was a
DoorDash-
witness.
that was around 4ish, wasn't it?
The DoorDash driver was 4.
DoorDash.
4 o'clock.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Right around
So that was
4.
all fake
Yeah.
or something. It's got to be because
I don't know.
didn't
Yeah,
supposedly
it doesn't make
Xana
sense.
order it? Didn't Xana
Doesn't make
order
sense.
that? Supposedly.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody really knows if she ordered it. I'm sure they probably do know.
And thank you, Huda. That's very kind of you.
Yes, yeah.
She
You're
just told
awesome,
me.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. And yeah, make sure you check out her page, and I'll get her link right
Somebody
here.
pop
Or no,
her
I'm
link
at Swamp.
there.
Oh, I'm at Swamp Rose. I wanted to watch a Swamp Rose. It's everybody's video that I'm using tonight is in the description. And actually, I think I got that second channel that you were talking about in the description too.
I'm not there to pop up
or Thomas was talking
links,
about
so
that second channel.
one of our mods needs to pop up some links.
And that channel wasn't started by me; it was started by publishers. Okay, so Swamp Rose has got something interesting right at the beginning of the video, I think. I'm not sharing it yet.
This is a good one. I saw this.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
I don't
here.
watch
I didn't
her
watch
that much.
the whole. So I do. So I'm sub to her and stuff. I gotta like.
Yeah,
it.
well, I'm sub to her for sure, but I just don't.
You're right.
I haven't watched.
She's
her in a
starting to get
while. I
more
used
and
to
more
watch
views. Like this one's got close to two. You're right. This has got close to 2,000 views. So she's getting some views.
Because it's exculpatory, and I need to clarify this. When all of the records are produced,
Now I want you to listen closely, very closely to what Cy Ray says. And I don't know if anybody's caught this or not, but listen to everything that he says, and tell me where I'm going. Tell me where I'm going to go with this.
the dust settles, and I have time to review it. I reserve the right to say, no, now I'm seeing everything. Here's what I'm seeing. Because of the piecemealing of the data, because of the missing data, because of data that I'm reviewing that is incredibly inaccurate, everything that is missing is absolutely in the benefit of the defense right now.
Are you and Balance exchanging email?
I'm gonna run
everything that I've seen to date is concerning to me because it's exculpatory. And I need to clarify this. When all of the records are produced and the dust settles and I have time to review it, I reserve the right to say, no, now I'm seeing everything. Here's what I'm seeing. Because of the piecemealing of the data, because of the missing data, because of data that I'm reviewing that is incredibly inaccurate, everything that is missing is absolutely in the benefit of the defense right now.
Oh, what was that last thing he said?
What was that last thing he said?
Everything that is missing is absolutely in the benefit of the defense right now.
Everything that's missing.
Well, how does he know what
No, listen to that. Listen to it. Say it once. Everything that is missing is exculpatory.
Everything that is missing is exculpatory.
Exculpatory to the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that is missing.
So
think about that for a minute. So what is that proving? What is that showing? Everything that is missing is exculpatory.
Oh, because
that means someone is hiding it. Exactly. That means someone is hiding it.
Well, of course they are, Tommy.
But I mean, has anybody caught that before or what? You know what I mean? Everything that is missing.
Yep. They're hiding
everything
it.
That is missing is absolutely in the benefit of the defense right now.
Yeah, and just like they're not giving them the stuff, the discovery that they want, because that's the discovery that will show that they're lying.
Right. Everything that is missing is for the defense.
It would be good for the defense. Yep.
Yes. Everything that is missing. He's not saying what's there.
Only
the stuff. Only the missing stuff. You know what I mean?
Don't get too riled up now, Tommy.
No. We'll listen to a little more here because I haven't watched.
Are you and Balance exchanging emails about these records?
No, ma'am. Not that I remember.
How did you get them to them?
We were co-located. At the time, Detective Balance was at the Moscow Police Department about 30 feet down the hallway.
Are the two of you exchanging text messaging during this time?
I do not remember if you texted during that time.
I may have a record that would refresh your memory. I'm certainly not seeking to have these admitted, but I'd like to hand him some records to refresh your memory.
So not only do I look for the most current updates for my audience, but I also try to find subjects that people have questions about. And one thing that people are continuously bringing up and sometimes getting confused is the difference between your cell phone data and your metadata and the two different ways that they tracked Brian Koberger.
So at this moment in the case against Brian Koberger, his defense team is motioning for a Frank's hearing. And just so everybody knows what that is, Brian Koberger's defense team is essentially saying that there was either prosecutorial, investigative, or officer misconduct involved in the probable cause, which was used to search and ultimately arrest Brian Koberger. The evidence that was presented to the original magistrate, Judge Megan Marshall. We now have seen the oral arguments that will be given to the judge to see if a Frank's hearing will be granted. And out of all the possible arguments, I really want to focus in on one of the two expert witnesses that the defense is citing here, whose name is Cy. Now, we've heard Cy on the stand in pretrial hearings talking about how the information that he's reviewed was exculpatory to Brian Koberger. So when we see his name listed in the Frank's hearings, we're assuming that he's going to be talking about probable cause and the AT&T search warrants. If these Frank's hearings are granted or these oral arguments are made public, we might finally find out why one of the FBI agents who is helping build the case against Brian Koberger, whose name is Nick Balance, leaked his text messages to defense attorney Ann Taylor for Brian Koberger.
Why did FBI agent Nick Balance leak his text messages to Ann Taylor, Brian Koberger's defense attorney?
So this video is going to begin with talking about the metadata and smartphone evidence, and then the GPS, and then we're going to get to the FBI leaked text messages. So I wanted to find a way that I could show my viewers a simplistic way to understand how they're tracking Brian Koberger's phone and how they are questioning this evidence. So what I'm doing is playing you a soundbite from one of my members' lives where my good friend Twiz explains this in words we can all understand. Let's have a listen.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah.
Really don't know like what questions to ask.
Twiz!
I kind of just.
Yay,
I'm
Twiz
working
is
on
here.
something on my side.
Yeah, Twiz.
So basically, like this would be the coverage area, like one sector of the tower, right? And what you do with casting is with like the timing, they can come out with like a
Twizzle's on. I have Twizzle. Twizzle stick on the 21st, right? Twizzle sticks.
Yeah, he wants to, but he can't confirm yet because of his work schedule. He's not sure of it.
Okay,
But he's
so
gonna let me know closer to the time. I let him know you're having surgery on the 18th, and we didn't know if you'd be well enough.
I should be okay.
But,
I should be okay to go. Yeah, I should.
yeah,
be okay.
I'm gonna email him tomorrow and let him know that we're probably a go. You know, and I can't get a hold of I can't get a hold of Willie. I've tried and I've tried.
Willie.
Okay. Well, he
Yeah.
he usually will come in the room if Twiz is on. He'll probably come in the room.
Yeah, and then you can call
I
him
think
up.
you would. Right. Yeah. But I got this coming Friday is Bubbly Waters.
Yep.
Bubbly Waters will be here on Friday night, the Friday Night Live, and then the week after that,
It's Valentine's Day.
And it's going to be Mama D
Yay.
from 1111 True Crime will be here on Valentine's. Yeah.
Yep. And then
Nice.
we're hoping to get Twiz on the 21st.
Twiz on the 21st,
Willie.
right.
And then the 28th is Kane on Kane's The Purge.
Kane's the Purge. Right.
Wow.
Right.
And that's a solid.
What a schedule, Tommy.
You got a good schedule coming up. Yep.
And then put chick bait on the 7th of March.
I'd like to get Kiki on here too sometime.
Yeah, I'll try to get a hold of her then.
Swamp Rose. Yeah, from Swamp Rose. Yeah, I think she'd be a good.
Let's wait and see what's going on with this surgery though before I I got to thinking if you do have
Yeah, okay, right. This
Then
just
I-
passed
What?
2,000 views here.
What?
That's cool.
What surgery? What surgery? What surgery? Please, somebody.
Tommy's
No, they're
having
going in
surgery
my
on the 18th.
on 18th. They're just going in through my groin up into my heart to see how much damage was done, and then see if there's any blockages, and then look at my
stop.
mitral
Oh,
and look at my mitral valve. But it's nothing. They've been in my groin many times. I've got 11 stents.
Oh,
bro.
really?
Oh, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Oh, God. No.
But I should be able to sit and do a show.
Oh, no. God, no.
Just keeps me on. I'm just a wreck.
I don't understand, but I'm here for you. Ouch, ouch,
Distance away
ouch.
from the tower. So like with trying to find my mouse. With the
It's in front of your
with the
face.
timing, they can find out like how far away from the tower you are. And then at some point, the tower will tell you like at least fairly accurately, like the degree from the tower that it goes away from. So like you'll know the angle from the tower and then the distance from the tower. And that's how they come up with like an area of where the phone would be. If that makes sense.
Well, I guess the part that I don't get is like in my head when I hear that, it's like hearing like a math equation and not knowing what one of the numbers are by not knowing. I don't understand how one tower does it, but when you say they have a starting point, like if they know the starting point, that's how they figure it out?
Yeah, the starting point is the tower.
Oh.
So what it does is it measures how long it takes for the signal to get from the tower to your phone and back again.
Right.
So if it takes 2 seconds, they divide it by half, which would be 1 second, and then they know based on the speed of light, the signal is like however distance it can travel in 1 second from the tower.
All right, so that shows the distance.
Right.
And how they show the direction.
That I don't know how the tower does it. I just know that it does do it.
I think they have to
So like if it was just the timing,
triangulate.
if they just had the timing, they'd come up with like something like this. They would know the phone is like this
Right.
far away from the tower, and then when they get the direction read from the tower, they know which area it would be on. But I can show some examples of why the timing is so important.
Thank you.
And you can tell I can find this pretty fast because I do this often. But this is the tower in Blaine. Right? So you got Moscow up here, and then you travel down I-95 down this way. But the only way they could pinpoint exactly where he is on that road is through the timing. Otherwise, it just shows this coverage area. He could be up here, he could be down there
Just saying I've
on the
seen
road,
this
and he would never
video.
know.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Have you?
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I'm just
yeah.
saying I've seen this video.
She put it out she put it out 6 hours ago, but he's
Yeah.
had this up before on other people's channels too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
But with
No,
the
you can
timing and
shush
the
me
angle
anytime you need to.
that the signal goes out
Oh,
from the
no, that's
tower,
fine.
they can track phones on the roads. And there is an interesting video with Cy, because he says that it's actually easier to track people on these rural roads because there's less turns and different, like less ways people can go, you know? But I mean, essentially, if all they can see is the tower that he's connecting to, Brian could have been way down here and connected to that tower. This tower covers south of Moscow on I-95 near Blaine, North Genesee, but you could also be way the hell down here and they would never know based off of the records that they had when they wrote the PCA to arrest him.
Is there a pointer somewhere that I'm missing?
Does Cy know where he is before 448?
That's why Cy Ray is going to rip this shit all to shreds. You know what I mean?
All right.
They have different
lunch.
ways, methods. All right. Oh, let me look here.
And mop the floor with what's left.
Right. Yeah. Let's see what else here.
Or is that what he has claimed on the stand?
Well, he wouldn't be able to track his phone before 4:48, most likely, because he would be out of cellular range. His phone doesn't have service before then.
Wow, it's interesting.
Yeah.
So I hope at least.
So we'll have Twiz on, hopefully on the 21st. Yeah.
Hopefully.
He always
He
has good
wants
things
to.
to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he said he would really
you're right.
like, wants to, but he doesn't know if he has to work or not, if his schedule's clear.
Right. And everybody give Swamp Rose some love here and subscribe to her.
Yay.
That's a good channel. I like watching her live.
Yeah, it is. I just
watch
don't.
a few of them.
I just haven't been watching that much, these days. I've been working on your
I
sweater.
watch, and most of the time when I'm watching people's videos, I'm on my TV. I'm not on my computer or on my phone, so I can't. I'm on my Xbox usually, and I can't text. You know what I mean? So I just watch. Or no, I'm on my Roku TV is what I'm on. But there's no texting.
I can listen, but I can't watch because I'm making your sweater.
Oh God, man, you're so funny.
I love you, girl.
I love you too. It's almost done.
No.
I'm putting the last bits on it.
Nice, sweet.
It's gonna be a ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh no, I hope not.
No.
I just hope it fits because the pattern says it's supposed to be 44 to 52 inches for
And
the
it's
chest.
blue cashmere.
Yeah, Tommy's probably about.
And it's,
my dad used to always wear light blue sweater like that.
But it seems
Cashmere.
smaller. And this is light blue. Yep, light blue.
It's gay blue.
Gay blue.
It's powder blue.
Powder blue is gay blue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
But I want one. I'm sorry.
Well, I just happened to have bought like twice as much yarn as I needed and didn't realize I had bought that much yarn. So I have lots of powder blue yarn.
And it's cashmere or something, right? Or something, isn't it?
No,
Or
it's
not-
but it's soft. It's nice.
It's right.
Well,
It's a real nice sweater.
But it's not cashmere.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tommy.
What's the other? What's the other one?
Cashmere for you, my
Velvet.
man.
Cashmere.
Your slippers are velvet.
Your flippers.
Right. My slippers.
Yeah, I make him slippers.
Those
too.
are the best slippers I've ever had. I wear them to the store. Well, I did, except it's winter now and there's snow. But up until then, I was wearing them to the store and everything. They're the most comfortable things.
My wife just walked down about 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
she just got
how
home from
sweet.
dance, walks down, gives me this huge drink.
Oh.
Obviously, she's
What a
liquor
sweetheart.
I just wanted to say I love you, Kathy, wherever you are. I really want her to come on the channel.
I wish she would. We'd love to meet Mrs. Randy.
Oh, she's the best. She is oh my God. I can't ever say how much I love
To
her.
put up with you, she has to be the best.
Look at there's the picture. There's my beautiful wife right there. Standing next to me. She's, second from the left. Oh my God.
Right.
So much fun. And I respect her so much. And every time I say I'm she's usually teaching dance on Mod Mondays. And I say, look, Tommy's on. No guarantee
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on panel or anything. But
Most of the time.
yeah, but
Mhm.
I respect her so much, and wish she'd
Yeah.
jump up here. I really do.
That's so
But anyway,
heartwarming to
That'd be
hear a
cool.
husband speak that
Yeah,
way
she
of his
can jump up here
wife.
sometime.
Randy, you
oh,
sure
we've been
earned a
through
lot of
so
points
much.
with me.
We've been through
Actually, I was
so
thinking of
much.
having an open panel on Wednesday for anybody that's out there that we
That would
know.
be
You know what
cool.
I'm saying?
Ooh,
Yeah.
And yeah, if she wanted to jump up, that would be cool. I wouldn't have a
Yeah.
Well,
problem with it.
StreamYard, you can do how many? You can do 10 people run one
Mhm.
time, right?
Yeah, I can do.
Right?
I think I can do over 10. Yeah, but at least 10.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's got to be crazy to keep under control,
Yeah, and
especially if
I'd
I'm
like
one of
to
the 10.
hear from some of our chatters. They have some
I
really
think
good
me
things
too.
to
I'd like to
say.
get some chatters up here. I'd really
God,
like to get some
Yep.
chatters up
We
here.
ought to
Ones that
have a
we
day
know.
for that. Like,
Only ones that we know.
yeah,
Yeah.
ones that we know, members of the family,
Yeah. Yeah.
people that
great
And
group of
call
people.
it family night, huh?
There you go. Well,
Let's
that's a
do
good
family
idea.
night.
Right?
That would be good. I think we
Right,
should.
it would. Yeah.
You think they'd jump up?
Good.
You think?
Just your microphone on your phone or the microphone on your laptop works. No, you don't need a microphone. An external microphone. You use either or. What do you guys use, Randy? What do you use? Do you use your computer or what do you use?
Yeah. I use right now. I'm on my big studio computer, which is the biggest one I have out of like that
Right.
six I have in the house.
Yeah. So you have a microphone and shit then. Right?
Yeah. Right now I'm wearing a headset with a microphone in front of it that's hooked up. It seems to be the
That's all
only
you
way.
need. If you have a computer or a headset, it would work. Yep.
Yeah, it seems to be the only way I can hook up with you.
Yeah, I have
I would like. I do have like wireless headsets, shit, but I haven't tried that. So
yeah, I have a wireless headset on.
Yeah,
on my XPS.
I wish mine was wireless, but it's not. It's not.
I got mine for $25 on Amazon.
Oh God, Amazon. They are in control of my life.
When somebody says AA to me, it means Amazon Anonymous. I get everything from Amazon.
Amazon is my life.
Yeah,
I order everything in my life from Amazon.
I do too, because they pay the shipping.
Yep. No.
Yeah, and it gets there pretty quick.
I'm a Prime member, and
same here.
My wife and I we've started the old save the food, we got things that are gonna we just bought a radio that you crank and stuff like that. And we're getting ready for the big problem child.
Yeah, I've done 4 months of food.
We're old. What can I say? We're just like something's gonna happen, so we're trying to prepare.
I think we need to protect the electrical grid from an EMP.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm worried about, because I live up in Montana. It would be disaster. Yeah. I'm glad I have a gas oven. Well, keep it warm enough, and I've got a sleeping bag that it's good for sub-zero temperatures.
Yep. We got
and
two
it's
of those.
Real thin.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, the kitties and I'll get inside of it.
That's right. You got to be prepared. I'm prepared for something. I don't know what.
Yeah,
but, something.
I got that food stuff. The 4 Patriots food.
Yep.
Yeah,
we have a backup, I think, for 40 to 60 days, probably. Something.
I have 4 months.
Yeah. Ooh. 4 months. I'm dead.
4 months. What's that?
Yeah,
food?
and it's for 4 months for a family of 4. So for me, it'd be about a year.
That's good. That's good
because their
stuff.
stuff doesn't
Wow.
go
Just
bad if
you
you
got to
don't
be
put tea
ready.
in it.
You know, some of the stuff's expensive and this and that. I just ordered a
Mhm.
medical kit to kind of, we ordered a radio about 2 weeks ago,
Now
a
that's
crank
what I
up
need to get.
radio, and just, it's
Yeah, I
not
ordered a lot
costing
of
me a
stuff online.
fortune,
And I'd
but
really like to
It's
get one of
$6.99 here, I think, Joey.
those things that makes
eggs,
energy generator.
yeah, generator,
One of those
windflower,
generators.
yeah,
They're like $4,000. Like it's like
yeah, but it seems like, man, you could use a
Hey,
generator.
hey, Ellie.
yeah, a
Hey, my
generator
girl,
would
Ellie.
keep everything going.
How you doing, gorgeous?
Totally.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night here, guys.
Oh, Tommy,
Hour and
Tommy, we're
42.
having so much fun.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
man,
keep going.
dude.
Yeah.
You got to play some good outro music. I'm just
Yeah,
telling you.
I got something. I was gonna do a couple other ones, but I think I'm gonna do one that's a little bit longer, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. Now,
Is it
this
new?
this it's new for this channel, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And I'll set this up. This song. In 2004, I was living out in Fargo, and I came back to my hometown, and I went to a jam session, and then there was this chick up there singing this song, and holy fuck, she blew me away, dude. It totally blew me away. And then in September of 2007, September of 2007, I moved back here. And I go to the bar owner and I go, "Who's that one chick that was singing that one night?" And he told me who she was, and went and looked her up, and we started a band, and we actually ended up together, and
Was
we
she number
packed
what?
we packed every place she was one of 18 kids.
Oh my goodness.
So her family is like huge.
Good Lord.
18.
Yeah.
Like, she's six.
I used to
she's
take
six.
care of an old man who had 19 kids. Yeah.
Right, and in
people
2004, when she was singing that song, she looked right at me. She says, "Tommy Jude, I want you to be my backdoor man."
Whoa, backdoor man. What's happening?
And it wasn't long after we started the band that we lived together and shit,
Well,
okay, guess we know what happened there.
Yeah.
She's 6'1". 6
Oh
foot
my
one.
goodness.
Taller
You
than
love
I am.
that, didn't you, Tommy? 6'1", yeah.
Wait, I got pictures.
Tommy.
I got pictures of that band. I got pictures of that.
Yeah, pictures. I'll bet I'll ban my ass. Play the music, big boy.
Videos. I'll have to play. I'll have to look for them though. Let me see here.
Wow, here it comes. Thank you for backing me up there.
You bet. Anytime.
Thank you. I need all the help I can get.
Okay.
I'm gonna break it.
At least I didn't do it in Descant.
I got to do video file, I think.
Tommy, we're looking at you, and you look lost.
Why isn't it showing? I am lost.
I really don't want this show to end.
Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I know. I'm having so much fun. Tommy.
Okay, there we are. There's the band.
Hustler.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Oh, scary.
But I'm 6 foot. I'm 6
That's
foot,
you.
guys. Look at.
Yeah.
She's at
right
least
there.
6'1".
Oh my God.
God. That's a big woman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'll tell you what, man. She can sing. She's a rock, and she's definitely a rocker.
Well, what? You're not
And
going to show
we
us
did
anything?
things. We did things like Green Manalishi from Judas Priest, and
Oh,
and
I love
I mean,
Judas
we were doing
Priest.
some pretty heavy stuff, man. And
Mm.
oh, she did that really good. A couple of other Judas Priest ones too.
So you're
But we
not going
also
to
did
show us.
some other stuff.
You're not
Too.
going to show us anything. I
What
thought
do you
you were going
mean?
to show us something.
I did. Didn't it
The
come up
picture
on the
of the
screen?
band.
What?
Didn't it come up on the
What?
Didn't
screen?
you see it? Yeah, I saw it, but it was really tiny.
Oh, okay. It was really tiny.
Well,
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm looking at the inside of what is it?
Phone.
No, it's
Are you
got
using your phone?
the duck with headphones. Yard.
Oh,
StreamYard.
wow. Yeah, I showed it. So,
Okay.
anyway, yeah.
Well,
So, but this is the singer is the one who's
Is this
famous in this one.
is this the same with the one that you're going to play is after the show? Is this your girlfriend?
No, this is not my girlfriend. No,
Your old
no,
girlfriend? No. But this is the
no,
song
no.
she sang.
This is the song she was singing that at that jam session.
Oh, when you
And
first met
she
her.
looked at me and said, "Tommy G, I want you to be." I didn't know her at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, wow.
So what you're telling me then this is love at first sight?
Her voice blew me away. I mean, she
Okay.
sang this song like, holy shit. And I did this song with a violin bow.
Are we going to play this or what?
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Are we going to do
All
it
right.
together?
Thank God.
Are we all going to do? Oh, here's Tell It to Elle. She's here.
Yep, Ellie's here. Yep. Anyway, I'm going to close it down and play that song. And yeah, it's getting close to a couple of hours. And
take care of
Thank you,
yourself,
Tommy.
Tommy.
you take care too. I love you
Thank you,
guys.
Moon.
I love
Randy
you.
and Moon. I
Love you
love
too, Randy.
Yep, love you, Randy.
But I
All
love
right,
you
guys.
guys,
Take care.
Tommy.
Take care.
Yep, take care. Yep. All right. So there's another Mad Mod Monday with Randy and Moonflower. Yeah. I love my Mod Mondays. I love my mods. They're awesome. So yeah, my subs are my heart, and my mods are my soul. And until next time, rock and roll.
You need cooling, baby, I ain't fooling. here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind or the sun or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Valentine is done here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and Juliet, women every day. And Juliet, and women every day, like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la. La 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 la. Love of two is one. Here, but now they're gone. Came the last night of sadness, and it was clear that you couldn't go on. And the door was open and the wind appeared. The candles blew, then disappeared. The curtains flew, then he appeared. Don't be afraid. Come on, baby. She had no fear. She went to him, and they started to fly. They looked backwards and said goodbye. She had become like they are. She had taken his hand. She had become like they are. Come on, baby. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. La 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 la. La 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 la. She had become like they are.